So maybe what I'm doing is to show you how how to sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, just as I said, so majorly what this video is all about is helping you educate you about. Okay, so yeah, so majorly what this video it's educating you on the aspect of discipline, patience, and consistency. This is how you can actually navigate through the market using patience and your discipline. Because when you're not disciplined, you may end up taking all sorts of risks that are not really necessary at all. And I see most of people doing that all the time. So I'm going to point most of that as well as um, the ways you can avoid it as this video or this life progresses. But firstly, like I said, I want you to understand that this is not a financial advice. Make sure make sure you contact an expert while you're making a decision that has to do with finance so as you don't suffer any losses. This video is solely for educational purpose and my experience on how I actually do this. So for those of you who wants to follow this video, make sure you understand this that this is not financial advice. Okay, it's a procedure which I use and it's working for me due to the hard work and effort I'm putting in. So if you want to follow in on doing this as well, you can go ahead, but you're doing it at your own risk. I'm not promising you that you're going to make a lot of money as we progress, but this is how me I do it, and this is how I actually make it well. So I hope you understand that. Now that I've gotten that off, I'm going to try to. I want you guys to keep sharing the link. Hold on. Oh. Seems I'm not audible. How about now? Sorry. How about now? Um, really sorry about that. This mic just started misbehaving just the moment. Hold on. Let me communicate with you guys right now. Coming. Hey guys, how about now? Can you guys hear me at the moment? Please let me know if you can hear me at this point in time. I'm trying to adjust the mic. It's having several crackers. So please, can you indicate if you can hear me? Thank you. Guys, am I audible, please? If you guys can hear me now, just let me know. Okay, great. I'm audible at the moment. Right. All right. So like as I was saying, first and foremost, I want us to understand that this video it's not for it's not for it's oh my god, sorry, my bad. This video is not financial advice, and whatever experiment I'm going to be doing right here, this is basically, I hope I'm still audible. This is basically for educational purpose. In this, throughout this ascension challenge, what I want to indicate. Is it any better at the moment? How about now? Is it any better? Okay, hold on. Okay, good. Nice. Thank you very much for that. So seems that I'm audible now. Um, I disconnected the mic. Is the background noise disturbing? I'm going to try to reconnect it back, but later on. But this is the important part. I want you guys to listen first, while before I set up the mic back. But let me know if the background noise is disturbing a lot, because there may be some weird noise at the background. Are we good? Are we good? Please let me know. All right, great. Yeah. So where was I? Regarding the giveaway. Okay, so no. So regarding the fact that we don't get to talk before our previous challenge. So this is a privilege. I'm not just going to show you the exchange we will be using. Showing you the exchange we will be using. And the reason why we're going to be using a particular exchange is because of leverage. Sometimes leverage is very important. Um, the portion, when you're trading, most of the time there are some ratios you need to use. These ratios need to be appropriately accurate to your percentage which you're going to be using to trade. You know, the the leverage and your percentage for funds which you will be importing have a very, very significant difference. So you need to make sure you take note of that. So those are the reason why I want us to use one particular exchange, right? And just so you know, if you haven't signed up for that exchange, the link is in the description box of this video. Click on it and sign up as of now. It's going to be what we'll be using. Is the first link in the description box of this uh, section. If you close your chat, click on the close button on your chat there. You see more, the button that says more. Open it, and that's where you found the description. So yeah, so that's that. Um, so yes. Oh, why is my this thing going down? So sorry, light is too bright. Switch. Uh-huh. So I don't see why my light is cutting very, very instant. Sorry, my bad, guys. Yeah, a lot of things actually shaking. No, these are majorly our first live video this year, and a lot of setup has not been done yet. So a lot of things are going sideways, but we're definitely going to get there. So yeah, back to what we're saying. The leverage, the percentage, we're going to talk about that, the exchange we're using, and a lot of other things as well. But firstly, I want us to have our giveaway, because if you don't have money, some people may want to, but they don't have money, and I cannot help everybody. I cannot make it okay for everybody. That's certain. So I could only try the best I can. So before that, I want you all to share this link, the link to this live, so we have more people in it. It's very, very important. We have more people, and like I said, we're going to be doing the $50 for 10 persons. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not going to be easy, but regardless, it's still worth it. We're going to be playing a game actually. This game I invented around 2023, late 2023. I started this game. 2023, yeah. I started this game. So that's the game we're going to be playing right here. And $50 per winner for 10%. You're not going to get up to 10% here. So that means everybody could be a winner if you guys play. If you guys are actually able to get it or play the game with me. And before we get to that, let's keep sharing this live, and let me explain. Firstly, the exchange we're going to be using. Once we get up to, if in the next 30 minutes we don't get up to 10%, we're going to proceed with the giveaway. But if we get more than 10%, it's still very good. So let's just give a 30 minutes or 20 minutes, sorry, 20 minutes head start for other people to join. You can share it as well. Everybody's welcome, even people who are not on the channel, right? As people who are on the channel are busy. So people who are not there, you can share. If you have people around, you can share to them. People you want to actually uh, give a chance on this, share to them, and they should also join us as well. It's going to be very, very cool. So make sure you fund your $1. It's just one. All right. So yeah, the exchange we're going to be using is the Binex exchange. I'm going to tell you the following reason why we're using that exchange. One, the exchange has I could say not very much more token, but there are some token that are under monitoring, and those exchange have it. Secondly, their leverages are very good. Yeah, I know this new exchange. What is it called? They are giving insane amount of leverage. I wanted to use that one as well, but um, I need to I need to look at some things a little bit. I don't want to just jump into the exchange. I need to look at some things, and I need to ask them some questions as well before I will use it. Okay, so yeah, but we are going to be using Binex. Binex is what we'll be using. It's actually very good. If you don't have a Binex account, or if you haven't created, I would advise you to use the link in the description box. Probably even if you have another one, if you have before, I would like you to create a new one probably, and make sure you use the link in the description box so you can get some of the perks, because I'm not doing already grown in the space. I'm not saying they are not welcome. They are welcome, but majorly the target are those people who are trying to get on track, and they still are finding it difficult, and people who don't really have that much, and that's where the major focus is on. That's why you see it's free, and they I don't think I've ever made anything uh, um, what do I call it, cost. I never put a cost on anything before. So yeah, the target are for those people who are coming up, who want to make something for 2026. All right, so let us be next exchange, due to its major some of its features and leverages increment different from um, other popular exchange, and some of its restrictions as well are also okay. So if you haven't, please do well to use the link. The link is also in the Telegram channel as well. You can decide to use it. Second thing I want to talk about is the leverage. Also, please, if you have any question that has to do with trading or this challenge or any other thing that has to do with crypto as well, you can ask on the chat, and I will answer you, right? I'll definitely answer you as I explain. Okay, so we want to talk about the leverage. You need to understand something about leverage, because leverage has been a lot problem for a lot of traders. Um, that's a live video, right? Let me open up Chrome. Mm, I think it's better to have the trade view interface. Um, yeah, I think this interface. No, I don't want. I don't want these things. Okay, so yeah, so I could be seeing your questions as they are coming up. So yeah, Leverage. Leverage. Leverage is actually important. A lot of people ask question about leverage, but you need to understand that leverage, the aim of leverage, or I should say, leverage has to do with your percentage. Okay, if you're using a smaller X leverage, then your percentage can be bigger. But one thing is certain, you need to use a percentage of 1 to 10 at most. Okay, no matter how much you're trading with, a lot of people sometimes they trade with small amount of money and they are using, they just, the noble, that 100% there, where you like, where you put in the amount you want to long or you want to short, they just full up the noble like this. They just take it to the end, which is very, very wrong. It's very wrong. When you want to place trade, most of the times you make sure you use a significant percent. From 1 to 10% is an appropriate percentage to be used. This is very, very important. When you're using a lower leverage, this is how to know the leverage you're using, because a lot of people ask this question a lot of times, so pay attention. How to monitor your leverage is that when you're using a higher leverage, let's say you're using 50x leverage, keep your percentage or your trading your capital percentage. I mean, what I mean by percentage is a percentage of your capital you're putting um in the margin. Let me break this down so you understand. Now, when you talk about, you hear people saying use 5%, use 4%, use 7%, use 10%, use this amount of percentage. The percentage there is the amount of your capital. Now, you may have $100 portfolio, right? Your capital is $100 and it's on your futures account or your derivative account, right? You have that percentage. I want to believe I'm still audible. You have that capital, which is $100 there. Now, that $100, the percentage that you're putting in, where that noble is, you can use that your noble. You know what I mean by noble? That knob that's from 1 to 100%, whereby it has 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100% at the end. That's the noble, right? I would have shown you, but I don't have the Binance mobile device open here. I would have shown you that. But regardless, that noble, uh, if I want to pull it up, let me, I'll try pulling it up. Let me see if they allow, if Microsoft has currently now has the Binance app, just out of curiosity. Hold on. Okay, they don't have it. Let me see if there's any wallet at all I could use for an example. Sorry, I want you all to understand this very much because it's very crucial. Um, what good exchange could I use for the sample? Or should I show it on my phone? So for the sake of time, I'll click on an exchange to install, but let me check for, I'm not sure if it's there, but hopefully, no, it's not there. Mm, no, I could not I was thinking maybe the mobile version is here because I believe everybody are using their mobile phone. So if I open the browser, it may not look the same. Let me use it. I want you all to understand this very much. It's very, very important. Very important that you take note of this moving forward. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You're gonna put this. No, 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 no. Okay. This is because of the restriction. I don't want it to be as if I'm oh, I hope this one I hope this one can open it. No, no, the Binance only have .com. The Binance only have .com and my um VPN is not on. Hold on. Yeah, Chrome doesn't want to open it. I don't want to open my Firefox, but let me show you. Let me just show you guys via the mobile application. Hold on. Let me show you here, right here, so you see. Let me use the Binex. And that's open on Chrome already, but that will be the Chrome version. It won't be like the mobile version. And everybody is using their phone. It's opened here already, but everybody will be using their phone, so I would prefer. So exactly this is the Binex account I just created, which we will be using for this tutorial. As you can see, it's not yet funded. Look at it here. I believe you guys can see this. So this is the percentage I'm talking about here. This one. This now. Sorry, you can see it here. This one. This is a percentage. You can see right there. That's the percentage. How you zoom it up determine on the leverage you're using. Here's your percentage. Now it's also recommended to use from anything from 1 to what to 10%. And now that being said, we have the Binex opened here, but it's the Windows interface, so it's not going to show you what I want you to see. That's why. Now let's check it. Okay, good. It's even here. Exactly. So this is it. This is what I was showing you there. This is the percentage. So this right here. Here you have zero from here to this 5%. Sorry, 25%, and this is 50%, right? This 75%, and this 100%. Now that's how that works. So this that is determined by the percentage, the leverage you're actually using. So your leverage depends on the percentage you actually draw it to. And most people just fool it all. It's wrong. It's wrong when you do that at all. It's not right at all. It's totally wrong because when you fool that up, you're simply telling the exchange or the broker that I'm giving you all this money. Take it and put it as a margin. Now the dangers of that is that if your whether your leverage is small, sorry, whether your leverage is small or it's big, it doesn't matter. Doing that simply means you're giving the exchange your 100% capital to use as your trading margin. You might make a big profit. Sorry. Okay, good. You can make a big profit, right? Make a big profit at the end of the day. Also, if it moves alternatively, you might still make a very huge loss, which is going to be very fatal. That's why your chances of winning then becomes 50-50. That meant that's to tell you that you don't use risk management. There is no risk management at all on that aspect. So never again do you fool up the whole. If you've been a lot of people do that. A lot of people, even people who are not here watching, they do that in the channel, and that's why this video is actually very good. So don't do that anymore. Don't fill up the whole percentage. Regardless, you're telling them take all my money, put it on the margin. So even if your leverage is small, it's still all your money. Okay. Some people will argue that okay, fine, if your leverage is at 5x leverage, it's just that you're not taking a huge risk. Fine, you're not taking a very huge risk, right? But you're still putting all your money in it. That's all your money there. All your money is still on the trade. It's not at all a proper risk management. You hold a very huge asset. Whether you're using 5%, if you want to use 1%, then simply just buy the token. Using 1% is simply the same as you going to buy the token on a spot. You understand? So if you want to trade futures, you need to understand the dynamic. It's very, very simple. So yeah, that's that. So be careful with your percentage. Then leverage. The leverage is also, like I said, the leverage match the percentage you're using. So I was giving you a breakdown. So you can save or you can pause this video so you can listen to the breakdown. If you're using like 50, anything around, let's say 25 to 50x leverage, you can still use, like I said, it's a big possibility for you to still use anything around from 4% to at most 7%. You can go to 8% above, but safely 7% when you're using anything from 25 to 50x. Then if your leverage is around, because a lot of token due to high liquidation, they bring their leverages down from maybe 12.5% or even 5% leverages. So when you're using leverage of 12% to 5%, then you can bring your percentage. You can then take a percentage anything around from 8 to 10%. If your leverage is at 5%, you can go up to 12%. If your leverage, sorry, if your leverage is, I'm already done with that. You're just telling me you can see it. I think we've already passed that. So like as I was saying, if your leverage is anything around 10%, sorry, 5% below, you can go up to you can use 12% of your trading capital. You can afford to take that risk. That's if your leverage is at 5%, then it's fine. There's some token suffer high liquidation. So if you have any questions on leverage, please write it on the chart at the moment so I can break it down before I continue explaining how the leverage and percentage works. All right. Okay. So yeah. So back to the discussion on the leveraging. Where did I keep? I think I forgot something. Sorry about that. Yeah, so seems no question about this, but a lot of people do usually have question about leverage. So it seems at the moment there are no questions because I haven't seen you guys said anything about that. So so let me continue. So like I said, the leverage and the percentage works exactly hand in hand. So you need to know when your leverage is high, reduce your percentage. So people sometimes you want to use 100x leverage. You want to use 125x. Now I guess there are this new exchange now gives up to 200x leverage, which is insane. So if you higher your leverage, just bring down the percentage of your capital you're putting in. It's very, very vital, very important for you to know this. Okay. So I think that's that. What other thing else bother you guys when you're trading that you don't know if you're not being told? Uh, Please, if there's any other thing that disturb you guys during trading, let me know at the moment so I break it down so I can before we move on. I'm going to spend you guys 20 minutes for those questions that you have on anything at all that bother you, while I think for other things I'm to tell you about. Eh, exactly. Good. I just saw a very good question. You guys need to ask. These are important things you need to know before we start this. Someone just asked the difference between isolated and cross margin. Difference between isolated and cross margin. So this is very simple. We not I As you can see, I'm not doing any textbook definition. I always make sure that I speak to you the way you can understand. And if you don't understand, you can always say you don't understand, and I will repeat it as many times as possible. That's me. So when you talk about isolated, um, I need a good example. You see, in terms of isolated trading, I'm going to explain isolation first before cross margin. When you look at isolation is very simple. You're just simply telling the whole market or the trading peak and algorithm that whatever I put on this margin is the only amount I want to lose. You dare not add to my fund. You dare not expunge. No expunging, no operability, just what I give to you, use that alone. If I'm putting 5% and 5% of, let's say I'm trading with $100 now, 5% of $100 is $5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you open your margin and you put in your $5, your 5%, and equivalent in USDT is $5. But that $5, what it will hold depends on the leverage you're using. So if you're trading on a coin whereby the coin is $1 per coin, and you're using the price is $1 per coin, so you're using 25x leverage, right? It simply means your 25x leverage times your $5, which is your 5%. This mathematics, it can be a little bit tricky, so pay attention. Simply means your your 25x leverage times the margin you want to use, which is your 5%. We are experiencing isolation now. Pay attention. It's your 25x leverage times the margin you'll be putting in. The margin is $5. So you're simply saying 25x times $5. 25 times $5, which is around $125, right? It's 125, yeah. Five, it's $125. So your 100, it simply means you have the um you have the amount or the $125 worth of asset in your possession. So if your coin is $1, it simply means you're taking 125 of that token. That's your margin size. $5, which represents 125 of that token, because that token is $1. It's one per dollar. Let me use it that way. It's one per dollar. But if the token is 0.5, it simply means that your margin size of $5 is going to hold for you 250. Is it 250? Yes, 125 plus 125, 250. Yes, 250 of that token. I don't know if you understand. So that's where your margin size, and the isolation there is the fact that when that $5 is gone, if my trade goes minus $5, minus $5 is it. I don't want to lose more than that. In isolation, you can then decide to maybe after putting in a margin of $5, isolation allows you to add your dollar to that percent to that trade. Maybe if you want to increase the margin so that you don't lose the trade, you will now do it willingly. There will always be a plus sign. You click and you open, and then you can add your assets. But you have told the market that do not add for me without my permission. If I lose the $5 goes, only the $5. Even if I have money on my futures account at the top, don't touch it for me. Just use the $5, which is the margin size I'm putting in. So it's simply here, the isolation trading simply means using the exact margin size to hold the trade, or the exact percentage which was used as the margin size to hold the trade without with strictly instruction on not to increase without permission. Now that's for isolation. When it comes to cross margin, in cross margin, whatever balance you have on your futures can be automatically inserted to your margin when you're not there. If you hold a margin size, if you use margin of maybe you're using $5 to hold a trade, your $5 is there. It's holding the trade. Unlike isolation, whereby your losses start counting with that your $5. Yes, on isolation, right? Your losses, when you see -1, they are removing that -1 from that $5. And once it's -$5, your money is gone. But on um cross at the moment, many people don't know how to explain this for you, but pay attention. On cross margin, once you enter the margin and your margin size is $5, they are not taking out of that $5 at the moment. They're going to take out from the major money you have on your futures account at the top or at the side, or whichever way your balance is on your futures interface. They are going to start taking from that one. That's where they'll be removing from until the money there is finished, before they will now start deducting from the $5 on the margin size. I don't know if you get this point. It's a thick explanation when it comes to cross margin. You have given the system permission to use your main funds under your futures account. But in terms of isolation, you're saying that don't take more than this $5 I'm placing on this margin size. Even if I have a balance of $100, don't take from it. I gave you only $5. Use $5 only to hold the trade. If I lose -$5, close the trade. The trade goes up. It closes automatically, or it gets liquidated. That's liquidation. But you're not going to lose your money. You're going to lose only the $5 that's inside. But on cross margin, once you open up a trade, they immediately start deducting from your main balance. Once your trade is -1, that -1 has been deducted from your balance, -2. They are using it to hold the position. They will be holding that position, that $5 position for you until all the money on your futures is over. Then they will start taking from the $5 and then you get liquidated. I don't know if you understand it. Many people may not be able to explain this to you except those who have deep understanding about uh, trading. Some people will say it's after they have taken it from your margin size, then they'll start removing from your balance. But no, they will remove from the main balance on your futures tab before they even touch the margin, the $5 on the margin size. That's cross for you. They use the money there to support the $5, to hold the $5 first until that money is finished. Some exchange will show you -$5. Some exchange will show you -$5 before that your trade is liquidated. Why some will not show you, but will just show you zero there, and the remaining money they are deducting will be on the margin side. That's simply the difference between cross and isolation. Okay, okay, fine, that's good. So if anybody don't understand this or have any other question, you could ask, please. Sorry, this light is actually is disturbing me. I'm trying to change. I want to change the lights. They did disturb me a lot. Hold on. Yeah, please go ahead. I want to switch off this now. Wait. Okay. Tijani, is that Tijani? I say I understand it. Thank you, sir. Please remind me the formula for the $1 coin. Formula? Is there a formula? We're having a challenge. We haven't started. Which we want to grow from $1 to one to $100 first, then we move forward. So we haven't even started yet. I don't think there's no formula. You just need to the like I said, all you need to do is go to the description box, click on the link, use the link to install your uh Binex, and then fund with just $1 is what we're starting with, and we're going to be growing it. So I don't know if you understand that. Sorry. Let me know if you understand that, please. Okay, so very well. That said, let's go on to the giveaway. The giveaway is it's very simple. I don't know if it's going to be simple for you, but it is simple. From my own perspective, it's actually very simple. Hold on. This message is a bunch. Um, okay, so the giveaway is actually very simple. Pay attention. Um, I invented this game, like I said, around 2023, and that's the game we're going to be playing. And if you win, in fact, each win Each person gets $50. Each person gets $50 if you win. And it's very simple. How it works is that I'm gonna call any alphabet for you. Any alphabet A to Z, and you have to tell me three tokens or three coin on a particular exchange that has um that starts with that alphabet. Let's take for instance, if I call you, you have unique coin. Um, I'm just giving an example. You have unique coin, you have UB, and you have USDT. So those are three tokens under you. So if I call any alphabet, you just have to tell me three tokens that start with that alphabet. But you don't have to, you're not supposed to look anywhere, you're not supposed to check, you're just supposed to tell me. This will show that yes, you are following, or you have been in the crypto space and you're very much active. This is actually very simple in a way. But the problem here is that you have only 30 seconds when you come up. So it's very simple. If you're interested or if you want to, you just indicate on the live chat. When you indicate on the live chat, I am going to I'm going to bring you up on stage, and I'm going to give you an alphabet, and you have to tell me three tokens that start with that alphabet. Once you get it, you receive your $50. This is the giveaway. This is how it works. And you have all the time in the world. I'm going to allow it. I'm giving this question and this giveaway now so that as I continue to explain, even if you have other people that are interested or that you feel like they know crypto more than you can invite them. Anybody can play the game and anybody can win. So if you have other people who understand crypto more better, you can send them the live link. They join and they indicate. I bring them up. Maybe you can have them share the money with you, depending. But that's how the giveaway is. It's that simple. So anyone who is interested can indicate. Great, this notification. Imagine this notification always disturbing. So yeah, anyone there? Nobody? Please, guys, do me a favor, click the heart. There's that heart sign there on the chat. Please, everyone should click on it. Keep clicking on it, tapping on it. It's very, very important. It helps the life goals. Yeah, thank you. So, everybody, please just the heart button right there, tap on it. It helps share the video, so it promotes the live. It is simple. From my own perspective, it's actually oh, I didn't plug this. I have to plug that now. Anybody? Nobody? Okay. Somebody said, what if they already have a next account? You can message admin. Admin can guide you on how you could go about that. If you already have a Binex account, you could message admin for instruction. Just let them know that this is the cost. And if you have not joined the Telegram link is the last link in the description box. So check it and join it. And then from there, you could reach out to the admin. So nobody yet is playing the giveaway. The giveaway is very simple. I call an alphabet for you. You tell me 3 tokens that start with that alphabet. That's very easy. For $50, it's very easy. Someone just say they are ready for the giveaway. You want to play? Oh, since you guys are just listening to it now. Okay, so you want to play? Hold on, I didn't know I've not logged in onto this chat. Okay, no problem. Don't worry. Oh no 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 no. Oh, I can't believe I just removed the chat from. Oh, why? I just unexpectedly removed the chat there. Okay. Okay, so I think Jason was the first person, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so I'm gonna send you a link. You just have to join. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so I just sent the link on the chat. You have to do it one after the other. I think Jason was the first person. So once you click on it, I'm going to see you here. And when I see you here, I'm going to accept you. And you have to come up and then we'll play the game. The game is titled Oracle. I call an alphabet for you. And you have to tell me three tokens that start with that alphabet. Let's go. It's going to be it's pretty, very exciting, honestly. Let me open. Where do I see? Okay, good. I'm gonna have to reload this. Reload. So I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for Jason. You guys have to do it one at a time. So first person should click on the link, open. I'm gonna see here. I haven't seen any of you. Okay, I have seen one person. Hold on. Okay, great. Hold on. No. Ah, what happened? Why did you drop it? Who was that now? You came up and you dropped. Okay, good. Just hold on right there. I want to add you to this. Where is my point? Good. Aha. So now it has appeared here. So go ahead. I want to. Can you say something? I think is it audible? It's mute. Can you say something? Speak. No problem. You can go ahead. I can hear you from the background. So are you ready? Please, can you tell us your name and where exactly you're? You have to be audible for me to hear you. And someone asked, say, can we not show our face? Now the point is that I need to see that you're not using your phone because you can easily check from your phone. So that's very simple. So I have to see that here you are not checking your phone. Okay, so I could see like 3 people now. I need to know the first person here. Are you ready? Your video is paused. When if you speak, I could hear you, but your video is paused. Yeah, you hear your video is paused. What's your name? Abel. Abel, your video is paused. Your video is paused, and I cannot hear you. Okay, great. Hold on. Oh, oh, and who was that now? You came up and you dropped. Abel, could you just introduce yourself like okay, good. Within just hold 5 seconds. On right there. I want to add to this. It seems none of you want to actually speak.
Hi, can I start?
Yeah, please, who is speaking? Let us know and your name and where you're from. Then, yeah, because I cannot see.
Can I start? Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
I can hear you. Who is the one speaking? You need to tell me who is speaking. I need to know who is speaking first. Can you say something? Yeah, you can start. Go ahead, but tell me your name and where you're from.
I'm the one on the third screen. I'm from Ghana.
This one? Yeah, you can start. Go ahead. Here or here? Your name? Okay, so I think the maximum that could come up is just 3% at the moment at a time, but one person needs to speak at a time. Okay, this means if you're coming up here, just you have to indicate if you're speaking, I'll see you, I'll hear you. You can see here it's zero. When you're speaking, it will start counting. When you're playing your video, to start counting. So I will know the so you're back here and your video is on. So I'm gonna say this you right? Is that you? You can go ahead and say something. You're the one. You're okay. So tell us your name and where you're calling from. Let's know where you're from. Why are you guys not? You guys are not saying anything. Could you like be audible? I can't hear any of you guys, please. Be audible so I know who wants to speak, and then I'm going to listen to that person first. All right, so let me know when you guys are ready. I want you guys to say something because you guys are just up here not saying anything.
Hello.
Aha, good. So I could hear you now. You're
Hello,
audible.
sir.
Yeah, I could hear you. How are you and where are you from?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, when you look on the Hello.
Aha, good. Exactly, I can hear you. And where are you from? No, I can hear you now.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you and where you from?
I'm from Nigeria, sir.
Great. So,
Hello.
yeah, I can hear you.
But why you don't call me?
Exactly, I can hear you. And where are you from? A minute, hold on. I want to set up yours.
I am from Nigeria, sir.
Yeah, I got you. I want to set up yours. Hold on. Hold on while I set it for you.
I'm from Nigeria, sir.
I got you. Great. So, hold on. Let me see yours.
I am from Nigeria, sir.
I got you. I got you. I heard you I heard you very much.
I'm from Nigeria,
Yes.
sir.
I got you. Great.
Can you hear me?
I am from Nigeria, sir.
I got you. I got you. I heard you very much.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on. Now you have to keep your phone somewhere, and you have to move back from your phone so you don't touch your phone. You have to show me your hands. So what's your name? Yeah? Your name? So what's your name?
My name is Ondoma Jason. Ondoma Jason.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
My name is Ondoma Jason. Ondoma Jason.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So what is your name?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your name? What's your name?
No, sir. No, sir.
Can you speak? I said, what's your name? Your name, please.
No, sir.
I am under Jason, sir.
Can you speak? Speak up. Can you speak? Speak up. Okay. So yeah, you can go on now. I'm back now. So can you speak now? Tell me what's your name? You've said where you from, but you haven't said what your name is. So what's your name? Okay. So yeah, you can go on now. I'm back now. So can you speak now? Tell me what's your name? You said where you from, but you haven't said what your name is. So what's your name?
My name is Ondama Jason.
Okay, so I can hear you now. I want it to be very quick. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm sure you can hear me now. I can hear you. I'm sure you can hear me now. Huh?
Okay, I said I'm on the my Jason.
Good. I can hear Jason.
Yes, sir.
I can hear you very well. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Good. So Jason, what you are going to do is that you're going to keep your phone
Yes,
further.
sir.
You're going to keep your phone further. Then you're going to. I don't want your hands to be on your phone, so you don't check it on the exchange. That's what I'm saying. So your hand should not be on your phone. You could just hang your phone somewhere where I can be seeing you clearly. Then you have to show me both hands. Can you do your hands, both hands like this? Raise both hands up so I can see them.
I can hear you. I'm sure you can hear me now. Yes, I can hear you.
Good. So put your hands out like this so I can
Yes.
see them. I'm not seeing your hands. I'm not seeing your hands. That's what I'm waiting for. Jason, can you put your hands out so I can see them like this?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, who is speaking? No, I can hear everybody speaking actually, but it's one at a time. Jason, go ahead. I want to see your hands. I'm not seeing your hand.
Good. I can hear you. I can hear you very well. Can you hear me now? Yes, sir.
You're not hearing me. You're just saying yes. I want to see your hands. Do your hands like this.
I don't want your hands to be on your phone, so you don't check it on the exchange. That's what I'm saying. Your hand show me everything. You have to show me both hands. Can you do your hand? Yes. Raise both hands up so I can see them. Yes, I can hear you.
Good. So put your hands out like this so I can see them.
I'm not seeing your hand.
I'm not seeing your hand. That's what I'm waiting for.
Jason, can you put your hands out so I can see them like this?
Yeah, who is speaking?
Now, I can hear everybody speaking actually, but it's one at a time. Jason, go ahead. I want to see your hand. I'm not seeing your hand. Yes, sir.
You're not hearing me. You're just saying yes. I want to see your hands. Do your hands like this.